My name is Moran, and I'm going to talk about working remotely and digital nomading. Thank you, everybody, for joining. So a bit about myself. First of all, I'm a software engineer at Gradle. Gradle is a company that all its employees work remotely from different locations around the world. I'm currently located in Bulgaria, but I'm originally from Israel. I'm also part of a really cool project that calls Memories from Earth. It's a monthly subscription for a mystery t-shirt with original paintings of animals facing extinction. And every purchase donates money for organizations that save these animals. I also have a project called a Poker Castle. It's a coaching poker platform for poker coaches. And also I'm a digital nomad. It means that while I'm working, I can do it because I work remotely. I only need my laptop and some Wi-Fi. So first of all, why I decided to work remotely. So first of all, it saved me some time. Okay, for me, commuting to the office took me about an hour, and of course an hour to go back home. So I saved at least 2 hours a day. It made me be more productive at work and also outside of work. Of course, also because saving time and also because of other reasons. So for me, I was much more focused at work, more productive. And in my free time, I had more time to work on side projects and developing myself. Working remotely gives you also the possibility to work more flexible hours. For example, I like to start working very early in the morning, so I can just wake up and start working. No need to go to the office. And this also gave me the possibility in the noon to take a break, for example, or to run some errands. And another thing, it also allows me to create the best working environment for me and to reduce stress. Okay, I can work from my home, I can work from my sofa, from the beach, or everywhere that you like. A very big advantage of working remotely, in my opinion, is to be able to ask yourself where I want to live instead of where I can find a job. Okay, these are some pictures from Bansko in Bulgaria. This is where I'm located now. And I chose to be here because it's a small village, in the nature, a lot of animals around. And I don't need to live in the city just because the offices are in the cities. Okay, if you like the cities, so of course, you can decide to live in a city. But then, of course, because you work remotely, you can choose whichever city that you like. This is more of a result than a reason. It develops better self-discipline and time management because you manage yourself. You need to manage yourself and your time. And I think that these are very good skills for your work and also for yourself. Okay, so now I'm going to give some concepts about digital nomading for the people that are interested in it, how it goes, how is the lifestyle of a digital nomad. Okay, so the first concept is slow nomading. Okay, usually when you are a digital nomad, you don't travel like a regular tourist. Okay, if you're a tourist, usually you travel to somewhere, you go to all the touristic places for a few days, and then after a few days, travel to the other place and do the same. Okay, but when you're a digital nomad, usually you work during the week, so it can be very exhausting to move fast from place to place. So usually if I travel, I travel to a place and I'm staying there for about 1 month to 3 months. So the experience is a bit different, again, because I only can travel on the weekends because I'm working during the week. So the only thing that I can do during the week is take a walk in the area in the evenings. So again, the experience is a bit different because you more like living in this place, and you experience the culture and the lifestyle of the place. That I really like it. Also, being a digital nomad give you let you chasing the sun. Okay, it means that because you are location independent, you can you can choose wherever you want to be by your favorite weather or season. This is a picture that was taken in Tenerife in January. Okay, that usually in January there is a winter on most of Europe, so I wanted to be like in more of a summer weather. So I decided to be there during January. If you like the winter, of course, you can choose colder places. And also, you get to know a lot of new places and new and very interesting people. Okay, these pictures are also from Bansko. The left picture is from a game night in the co-working Bansko. We have a nice co-working in Bansko and a nice digital community. And also you have like digital nomads communities all around the world. So usually you can meet people and then meet them in other location. So it's really nice. Okay, and now we are back to talk about working remotely. Just a second, I will just check if there are any questions. Okay, so back to the presentation, sorry. Okay, so again, about working remotely. Okay, so why is working remotely is good for the world? All right, so first reason is good for the environment. Okay, if we will not have to commute to the office, we will use less vehicles and cars, and we will reduce the greenhouse gas emissions. This is first thing. And we will also probably reduce the accidents and the traffic jams. Another thing, it reduces potential for discrimination and provides new employment opportunities. Okay, first thing, it reduces the geographic boundaries. You don't need to live in the city in order to work somewhere. You can be location independent, and it gives more opportunities to people all around the world. It provides access to disabled workers, so it also provides more opportunities for people that can't go to the office for any reason. And it ensures that people are judged by what they do and less by how they look, for example. Okay, another thing, this is very important in my opinion, it's very good for the economy. Okay, these are two examples of article titles from last time. Okay, so the first one is Vermont will give you $10,000 if you move there and work remotely. Okay, and the second is from the last days. Estonia creates digital nomad visa. Okay, places are trying to attract people that work remotely because usually it's very good for the economy. The digital nomads or the remote workers usually earn their money from outside of this place. It can be from all around the world, and they spend it in the place that they are staying. Okay, so some cities and some countries, they want to attract the remote workers, the digital nomad, so they will come and spend their money in this place. And of course, it will be very good for this place economy. Some words about the coronavirus. For us in Gradle, because we are used to work remotely, and for me, the working day-to-day routine didn't change a lot because I was already used to work remotely. So this was an advantage for the company because there was not a lot of difference. Maybe there were some differences for people with children, but most of us continue to be productive and work the same. And another advantage that some people could be sick, but they didn't have any symptoms. So if you work remotely, usually you can't infect other people. But if you are working from the office and you don't know that you're sick, you can still infect the other employees. These are some challenges in working remotely that I experienced, and I will show them here and will give some solutions that helped me. So first of all, when you work from people all around the world, usually you have different cultures. So something that you say might be insulting for someone else. So you need to be careful and try to be as polite as you can. Okay. Another challenge is different languages. Okay, usually again when I work with people from all around the world, most of these people's mother tongue is not English. So it's very important to make sure that you understand each other and you didn't miss anything. So the solution for this will be to have more written documentation and maybe one-on-one calls just to make sure that you understand what is this task and what you should do. Different time zones. For example, if I'm located in Europe and I need to do a task, to work on a task with someone from Australia or from the US. So of course we have different time zones and different working hours. So for me, I found that if I have at least 2 hours a day overlapping with other person, it can be very effective to think and to ask questions. So for this, of course, you need to be a little bit more flexible with your working hours, but it can work. Communication and reporting your progress. This is something that if it doesn't work well when working remotely in a team, it can cause a lot of problems. So try to report your progress at least once a day. Okay, it's very important that if you have a team leader, that he or she will know all the time what are you working on, if you are stuck with something. Of course, if you are out for a few hours, it's really important that your colleagues will know about it. So try to communicate as much as you can and to think what can be good for them to know, what they need to know, and try to, again, communicate as much as you can. Give a lot of information about what you're working on and, of course, progress and stuff. No personal relationships with the colleagues. This is also a bit of a problem because usually when you work in an office, you can make more friends, more personal relationships with the colleagues. And when working remotely, it's not really working. So I think that the solution for this is, first of all, video calls. When you have calls, open the video. It really helps for the communication and to know the people. Don't use only the audio. Other stuff that companies do, they do virtual happy hours, physical meetups a few times a year, and games, scheduled one-on-one calls with teammates and colleagues. And also, you can talk for a few minutes in the beginning of a call about your personal life. For us in Gradle, in my team, the front-end team, usually we do a weekly call just to talk about personal stuff, not about work, about our life, our experiences, stuff like this. Loneliness. Usually when you work from home for a while, you start to feel lonely. So my solution for this is to work from a co-working space or from a friend's office. So try to be around people. Work-life balance. Again, when you're in the office, you have more separation for your work and life. Okay, you know that when you're in the office, you're working. When you're outside of the office, it's your personal life. So, and when you're working from home, you can work too much or not enough because there is not clear separation. So for me, what helps is to make plans for after the working hours. So if I have a plan scheduled for 5 p.m., for example, I know that I really need to focus on my work in order to finish everything, because I don't work after 5 p.m. I already have plans. And because you also plan some stuff, so in 5 p.m. You can't work even if you want, because you already have plans. So it's good for this separation. Another thing is you can go to a co-working space, and then you have more of the feeling of an office there. So when you're at home, again, it's your personal life. Avoiding distractions. When you're working from home, usually you can have distractions like TV, relatives that are at home, pets, tasks that you need to do. So it's very important to try to isolate yourself from these distractions. Try to go to another room or to use headphones. Developing self-discipline and time management. These are skills that sometimes it takes time to develop them. So try to schedule your day in advance. Okay, maybe do a to-do list of tasks also at work and also for your personal life. And try to understand, this is very important, try to understand when during the day you are the most focused, most productive, and try to work in these hours and focus only on your work. And on the rest of the time, try to also be productive with your personal time, try to exercise, rest, or run any errands. It will help you to feel more productive and to do more stuff. Okay. For us in Gradle, we work from different locations around the world. As I said, these are some examples for the countries that we work from. Of course, it doesn't. We are still very effective. All the people are very productive and work very effectively. So the location, it doesn't really matter. Some tools that we use, probably you already know them, but we use a lot of Slack for the communication. We use Zoom and Google Hangouts for video calls. Of course, email also for the communication. For the tasks management, we use GitHub. We use Google Calendars to see when someone's on vacation or for our meetings, and built for Teams for the HR management, so we don't need to contact directly the HR person. So we can do everything through this application. Okay, this is an example for our meetings. There is only one meeting here that I will mention. This is the World meeting. It happens once a week, once a year, sorry. And it's once a year we all meet for a whole week, face to face, and we have some activities. We get to know each other, and it's a very important meeting, and it's very nice that we meet everybody in person. Okay, and I also added other meetings just to show that if you work right, if you do it right, working remotely, you don't need more meetings than you have in the office. Okay, you can still be productive, and you don't need a lot of meetings for this. You just need to know how to do it correctly. Okay, these are some resources. And this is it. Thank you very much. If you want to contact me, this is my email. This is my LinkedIn. If you have more questions about working remotely, or if you're curious about digital nomading, so of course you're welcome to contact me. Thank you very much. I will stop sharing my screen. Okay, so we don't have more time. So yeah, I guess you can contact me also. You have my details in the speakers page. So thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed. Bye.